Hey ladies and gents, this is Linda, Chic 777, and today I'm coming at you with the design team project for Reneabouquets. This project, I was at a garage sale recently and I found this box full of Easter stuff, and in it were these cute little benches, and they were like 10 cents each. And so I grabbed one, kicking myself because I should have grabbed, I think there was like 4, but you know, whatever. Grabbed one, and I will move my sign out of the way and show you what I came up with. Okay, and here it is. I know, right? Super cute. I love these little benches. They are just about 8 inches wide, and the tallest height is just slightly over 7 inches. And then it is about 3.5 inches deep. Small, really cute though. And what's fun is this little, you can see this little scalloped edge here. This back piece was actually carrots. They were little carrots. And so I covered them up, but I left the little curly carrot tops showing because I thought that gave it just a cute little scalloped edge. And let me just kind of, you know, just turn it around for you so you can see all the sides. I pulled out the Prima romance novel paper to use on this project. Super cute. So to begin with, because this chair was, well, it was white and then the carrots were painted orange. So what I started out with was some chalk paint by Martha Stewart, and this is called the Wedding Cake. And I did quite a few layers on this. And so what I ended up doing, which you guys have heard me say I do a lot with gesso, is I took a pounce brush and this chalk paint, let me bring it up and show you, and did 2 or 3 coats, pounced it up and down, and I got this really fine texture to it. So I think that turned out really well. And at the top, which I'm sure is going to be, well, you might be able to pick it up, I had done so many layers it almost kind of cracked a little bit. It almost kind of gave it a little bit of a crackling effect on the kind of the scalloped edge there, so that looks kind of cool. Like I said, pulled out the Prima romance novel paper. As you can see, sewed around the edges as usual. Used my Prima distress tool and distress the edges. What I had was these wood slats in my stash. And so that's what I used to cover up the quote-unquote carrots. So used a, you know, wood slat for the front, very thin, and then a wood slat for the front, the back, and the wood slat for the front. And what I wanted this to do, I wanted it to kind of be like a positive kind of, I don't even know what the words are I'm trying to grasp at. I wanted to have it to be almost like a positive annotation, like when you read it. Annotation isn't even the right word, but just when you read it, I wanted it to give you just like a positive thought for the day. Let's say it like that. So how I started on the back is I used a Prima stencil, and it says "Live beautifully and dream passionately." And to finish off the quote, I've got this woodward from Michael that says "love." And then I used this metal street sign here by Prima, "Your Path." So live beautifully, dream passionately, love your path. So just a positive thought for the day. And I kind of wanted it, since it was a bench, to kind of represent, like, you know, a garden theme, of course. So let me bring my camera up just a bit and tilt it downward so I can bring this project up to the camera. It'll be a little bit easier. Let me adjust my view window here. Okay, so let's kind of just start on the side. Nice and easy. What I did, you know, laid the Prima romance novel paper down, and then I took some silk ribbon by May Arts and I wrapped it around the bench. And the bench kind of has these fun holes here. you know, decoration. So I brought the trim through that back hole there, tied it in a bow. And in the center of the bow, I've got this really cute Reneabouquets butterfly trim. Super cute. And I love to take the trim and actually cut it apart. You can buy it by the yard. Looks like this, and I cut it apart and just use it, you know, like little butterflies. Super easy, super cute. And as you can see, this trim is really textured. Nice quality trim, really cute. And in the center of that butterfly, then I just placed a little Wild Orchid craft flower. Okay. Yeah, I really like how that texture came out with that chalk paint. Takes a while when you do 3 or 4 coats pouncing it, but it really gives a nice effect. So on the back here in this corner, I've got a little metal, I want to call it a photo corner, I guess. This is by that Momenta line at Michael's. Throughout the project, as you can see here and here, I'll kind of point it out, I used the beautiful quality Reneabouquets glitter glass, and this is in the diamond shade, which is just a clear. And what I do is use the Prima Art Basics, the 3D matte gel, as my adhesive. I just kind of brush it on with a paintbrush, and then I basically pour on the glitter glass and kind of press it into the matte gel, and then I just shake off the excess. I've tried to like brush it on when I do this, but the glitter glass just sticks to the paintbrush. So I just pour it on, you know, press it on into the gel, the matte medium, and then I, you know, tap the excess off. Inside on the bench, I've got just a host of flowers, Wild Orchid craft flowers. These tiny little rolled roses are from Michael's, the $2 bin. These beautiful larger rolled roses, one here and one down here that you can barely see, are the rolled roses from the Jody Lee Butterfly Collection by Prima, which is found in Renee's shop. In the back here, I've got a beautiful oval resin frame that is also from Renee's shop by Prima. I've got some Prima resin wings here, and on the wings, I've got some, you know, glass glitter. I've got glass glitter kind of coming down here onto the front here, and then I've got glass glitter in various other places I'll point out. But anyway, on top of the wings, I've got this beautiful petaloo. I guess it's like a mum, is that what you call it? It reminds me of a mum petaloo flower. These are from Renee's shop. And they come in a large package. You get 3 of these and in 2 butterflies. You can see how big they are, how full they are. And the fabric is kind of like a cross between tissue paper and like velvet. Yeah, it's kind of got like a velvet texture. I don't know what you call that fabric, but that's what the cross is. I just love these because they're so full and fluffy, and they're just really pretty. Anyway, so I've got that on the front of those Prima wings, and then on the front of that, I just placed a Prima metal clock and Prima metal clock hands, also from Renee's shop, and glass glitter on the front of that. Kind of tucked down in the flowers here, you can see a little gear. I've got over here, I've got a Prima metal heart gear here, and then I've got one tucked over here. Those are just from my stash. I've got a little, it's going to be kind of hard to see, but a little wooden XO down there with some glitter glass on it. And the reason, I mean, I know you can barely see it from the top, but I placed it down in that corner because from the front, if you look right in the E there, you can see just kind of cutely hidden a small little hug and kiss. Over here in this corner, back to this corner, this is a beautiful velvet butterfly. This is the butterflies. You get 2 of those that come with this petaloo collection here. And this collection is actually called, Renee got quite a few new petaloo releases in, and this is just the Botanica collection. And I was right, it's Mums and Butterflies, and these are in the pink, and she's got these in several different colors. Okay, and she's got tons of new petaloo variety of flowers in her shop, so those are real fun to play with. Okay, let's see, I think I got everything kind of on the inside. So just a real pretty fun collection of flowers and stuff in there. On the front, as I said earlier, this wooden word, love, is from Michaels. And what I did to the front, you can kind of see the texture on it. I just used the Tim Holtz texture or crackle paste, the white picket fence on that. And in areas placed, again, the Reneabouquets glitter glass over the top here. And you know how I like to oftentimes play with letters on my wood words, so I played with the O in the word love. It's nice and easy to play with there. So on front of the O, I placed another Prima metal clock face from Renee's shop. And then on top of that, you could barely see it, but there, you can see the top of it. This resin frame, it's a rectangle resin frame. It's from the $2 bin at Michael's. They very, very close to the, you know, Prima resin frames. Anyway, and then by Prima, this is a door lock. I kind of placed part of it on the clock and the other part inside the frame and kind of latched it over, kind of like it was locking the frame in place. Placed some glitter glass on the top of the door lock. These door locks are found in Renee's shop, which I am ecstatic about because these things are getting hard to find. That's what I love about Renee's shop. She's got a lot of Prima things in her shop that are kind of hard to find, and she is carrying them, which makes me oh so happy. Anyway, and then on top of the frame, I've got this little kind of swirly piece by Seven Gypsies there. I don't even know what you call those. I found them, I think it was Joann's or Michael's. And you get a package of them. I was just going to show you what they look like. They look like this. But I love it because I love kind of the swirly texture, so it's fun to place behind stuff and give you kind of a like a spring-like look. So anyway, package of those. Like I said, I think it was Seven Gypsies, and I think it was Michael's. Or it could be Joann's, just like I said. And then on top of that, I've got some Petaloo and Wild Orchid Craft flowers in there. Like I said earlier, I've got this Prima metal street sign. That's just from my stash, a little glitter glass on it. And then topping it all off, I've got this beautiful Reneabouquets butterfly. This butterfly is called Shabby Pink Rose. Very pretty. You get a set of 3, I believe. And these are the regular size butterflies, okay? It's not the tiny treasures. If you look in the tiny treasures section, it's, you know, you get like usually a set of 5, and there are obviously smaller. If you're new to my channel, wanted to check out Renee's shop, see how this is a tiny treasures butterfly? And then this is the in the section of a shop just called regular, or just called butterflies, and this will be under tiny treasures. But see the size difference? Okay. So just wanted to kind of point that out to you. But anyway, beautiful. And obviously, rightly so, called Shabby Pink Roses. Can't miss that. And then to top it all off, I wanted a little bit of moving parts on my project. So I wanted to add some chain here. So what I did is kind of underneath the L, I've got some Tim Holtz eye hooks here. And then on the front of the E, I placed another one there. And then I just did like 2 swags. I guess you want a swag? Yeah. 2 swags of chain here, just some bronze chain. And then I added an extra little piece of chain and hung a Prima metal key there. And that's just from my stash. I just thought it kind of just gave it you know, a little bit of a shabby look, kind of a little bit of vintageness to it, give it a little bit of moving parts. And I thought it just kind of topped it off all nice and beautiful. Okay, so there is my project for Reneabouquets for this time around. I will have all the links down below to everything Reneabouquets, as well as links to my blog and Pinterest account. I thank you for sharing your time with me, and I'll talk with you again soon. Bye!